Hello and welcome to the Matthew Walton Art channel again. Got another Raw Umber Studios portrait session for you tonight. I've done it earlier on today. You can see that I'm working on white paper today, and I've just added charcoal all over the page and then used tissue to wipe that off. So it's a toned grey paper with charcoal rather than using the actual grey paper that I've been using for the recent ones. You can see that I've started at the top. I've added the hairline, a diagonal line for the centre of the face, because the model is looking sort of over her shoulder and down slightly. It's a Southeast Asian model, so I hope I managed to get those features by the end of the drawing. I think I do, sort of. It's not particularly good at likeness this time, but it's not too bad. You can see that I'm using a very, very thin piece of willow charcoal, so I can use it almost like a pencil, really. And I'm adding the charcoal on and then using a finger and a blending stump to blend those shadows that I'm adding at the moment. By the end of the portrait, I've added some highlights using white pastel pencil. Just trying to get the tonal variations now. So I've added some darks there in the hair, and that helps you judge what should be darker and lighter. It's on an A4 piece of paper in the sketchbook. So not a massive portrait, so it's quite difficult to get detail with a finger. The joy of charcoal is that you can repeatedly move things around, if things are in the wrong place. You just saw me use a putty rubber there. I'm using that as well to take out stuff that's too dark. But you can see here I'm very much just slightly moving things around on the features to try and get the likeness to come into being. So you can erase the whole mouth and move it up and down and change the eye shape as you gradually build up the portrait. Very, very tiny changes can bring the likeness into focus or take it away. If you've managed to get a likeness, you can sometimes ruin it by adding stuff. I very much enjoyed the session again. Again, I didn't watch the artist who was demoing it particularly. I did glance across occasionally and see what they were doing. Theirs seemed much more conceptual than mine did. I just did my own thing again. You can see me there just using the white pastel pencil to add some highlights. You can see there on the hair how easy it was to blend. I put on. I do love charcoal. I have to say I've always loved charcoal. I do a lot of life drawing, as you know, those that watch the channel. And it's a very forgiving medium, really. You can add it and then smudge it around and make it do what you want to do, even if you've not put it in quite the right place. There are some subtle reflected shadows that I've been trying to add just on the very edge of the face where the light is reflecting from the shoulder in this case, for instance, and under the chin. And I think by the end I've managed to sort of get some of those on. It's not the best portrait I've ever done, I have to say, but if I compare this to what I was doing 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago, whenever I started this channel, a bit more than 1.5 years now, I've definitely improved. The subtlety is much better than I used to get. And generally speaking, the likeness is much better as well. Not too far of finishing now, I think. Just very subtle changes again with the pastel pencil and the charcoal to lighten and darken as I go. Done in an hour again. The sessions are an hour and I'd never go over that. I should probably try and do some from the reference library of more finished pieces from Raw Umber Studios while I'm subscribed. But again, this was just to the time of the session, which was an hour. Well, this is the final portrait. Overall, I'm quite pleased with it. I think I do have a Southeast Asian feel to the model. It's not probably as pronounced as the actual model was, but overall quite pleased. Using a slightly different technique again, so sort of adding a grey ground using the charcoal and then taking out highlights and adding darks in, and then also adding some highlights at the end using the pastel pencil. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourself with some reference. If you have enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. Do comment on the video. Let us know how you get on if you have a go yourself. And if you are new here, then please consider subscribing. That would be brilliant. I'm trying to get the numbers to go up and they are going up slowly. My begging is working. So thanks very much for your support. Those that have recently subscribed means a great deal. Okay, I will see you on the next one. Bye.